Good morning. Welcome to Marianne's Morning Talk. I'm Marianne, VP of Networking and Collaboration at Westcon. And today I have the big pleasure interviewing my inspirational boss, leader, and most important mentor, Rene Klein, Senior Vice President of Westcon. Welcome to the show, Rene.
Good morning, Marianne. Good morning, all. Really pleased to be here.
Rene, you are responsible for Westcon Europe. What challenges do you feel are particularly unique to Europe that you must deal with and overcome so Westcon can succeed and help our vendors thrive?
Well, it's a multicultural environment, Europe, and every market is in a different maturity state. So especially when it comes to the pandemic situation, we have seen that the majority of the countries are in different stages of the lockdowns, and that has brought some challenges, of course. For vendors, the benefit of working with Westcon is that we have local presence in 22 countries with local people. And for vendors, we can scale, but we can also drive a consistent go-to-market strategy via our EMEA vendor marketing teams. And I think that is crucial for the vendors to understand.
Absolutely. So as a specialist technologies distributor, Westcon applies our insights and knowledge to drive vendor business. What exciting news developments do you see on the horizon that will help Westcon take our vendors, partners, and end customers to the next level?
Good question. There's clearly a trend to subscription and consumption models going on. And that means that we are facing the same challenge. How do we transfer current business from an on-premise sale, including a service contract, into a business driven by total contract value and annual or monthly recurring revenue streams? The end user wants to have a clear ROI and a business outcome. And therefore, Westcon is offering financial solutions with Westcon Flex. We started to do solution sellings via our local next generation solution sales teams. And new is that we're also offering billing as a service.
Really exciting news, Rene. And yes, we are working very hard to do that. So you have been Senior Vice President for almost 4 years now. What has been the most surprising thing you have encountered during your tenure?
It's not really a surprising thing, but what has become clear, people are doing business with people. To remain relevant for the vendor and the reseller, we must invest in the right go-to-market strategy, automation, adopt new business models. Our staff makes that happen. So people are our most valuable asset of the company.
And we really need to take care of our people.
And we really need to take care of our people. Absolutely.
You are part of the senior management and my boss. So how was senior management affected during COVID pandemic? What specific challenges did you have to overcome that may surprise that average person?
But certainly was the impact on my family. As I was suddenly 5 days a week at home, my family was not used to that. So, and I was not used to that as well, being stuck in a home office of 5 by 3 square meters. But on a serious note, there are 3 major learnings from the last 12 to 15 months. Westcon had all staff working from home within 72 hours last year. And yes, that worked very well. But not all can be done via working from home. To embrace the strategic direction of the company, create a winning culture and team spirit, and also to get the best out of the people, we need to have a balanced approach between working at the office and working from home. What we also experience is that people are social animals, and we see more and more requests from staff themselves to go back into the office and to meet their colleagues, their customers, and their vendors. And last but not least, and that's definitely a learning for all of us who have traveled a lot, many face-to-face meetings in the past could have been done by video, as we also have an environmental responsibility for our next generation. I think that's crucial to understand for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really happy to see my team in the short future, hopefully, because I've not seen them now since last year, March. I think the same with you. I think we only saw us once in the last 1.5 years. I'm really happy when we could see each other again. And do you know what one of my next morning calls will be? We
Yeah.
want to interview kids of Westcon, so kids from our employees, and ask them how they feel that their parents are more at home. So let's see what's coming out of that.
I think it's
So-
an interesting answer and an interesting request and an interesting answer, Marianne.
So my social media manager has hunted you down on LinkedIn to find out fun things about you. But what is an interesting fact about you that we won't find out about you on LinkedIn?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my personal life a little bit away from LinkedIn. So it's a good question, and indeed, I'm not posting a lot of my personal life on LinkedIn. But if there is one funny thing to share, probably not many of you would know, is that one of my best friends, they have a restaurant, and in her birthday speech to me, she called out that I am one of the best chefs she has ever met. Because
Wow.
cooking and wine, that's definitely my hobby. So if I'm gonna make a career switch, and I'm not intending to do that, but if I'm gonna make a career switch in the future, and after this recording of this video, you will probably see me popping up in one of these Master Chef programs on television, I think.
Cool, Rene, but please do that only after your retirement. We need you at Westcon for the next years.
I will.
So, and by the way, the next meeting we do with our team, I think we will see how great you can cook.
Okay, preference is Spanish food.
Ah, cool. Thanks, Rene, for being my very special guest today.
It's my pleasure, Marianne. Yeah.